Hello, and thank you for joining us for our virtual Celebration of Service event. My name is Samantha Holt. I'm the Executive Director of the Armed Services YMCA at Camp Pendleton. As you can see, this is not our typical format. Just like everything else this past year, we've had to make a few adjustments. Usually 120 of our closest military and civilian friends would gather for dinner and a reception at the beautiful Pacific View Event Center. This year, we decided to go virtual. This in no way lessens the importance of this event or will stop us from sharing the wonderful stories of all of those who contributed to strengthening our military families this last year. We are here today to highlight all of you and to thank you for your generous contributions that include financial support, volunteering your time, or if you're a staff member, going above and beyond to serve our military community. A special thank you to our presenting sponsors, Front Wave Credit Union and Geico Military, and to our gold sponsors, ATM.com, Lincoln Property Company, Bev & Scott Mason, and Dalling & Yonke. Here to kick off this event is Todd Kern, an ASYMCA board member and the Chief Marketing Officer for Front Wave Credit Union. Front Wave Credit Union has supported our branch for over 20 years, and just like their tagline states, they still have our backs today. Thanks so much for being here, Todd.
It's truly my pleasure, Samantha. I, along with everyone at Front Wave Credit Union, am proud to work alongside the ASY staff as they meet the mission of strengthening our military families. For the past 76 years, the Armed Services YMCA Camp Pendleton has honored donors, employees, volunteers, and highlighted military families at their annual Celebration of Service event. Throughout this program, we will honor both a civilian and active duty volunteer of the year, an employee of the year, and our donors who help the ASYMCA support families who experienced unique challenges that arose during the pandemic.
And what a year it was, Todd. For those of you who aren't familiar with what we do, we are a nonprofit organization located on Camp Pendleton with the mission of enhancing the lives of our military members and their families in spirit, mind, and body through programs relevant to the unique challenges of military life. Last year, we offered programs for Marines, sailors, and their families that provided emotional, financial, and educational support. And even though 2020 was a year unlike any we've experienced, we still provided an impact, having over 32,000 touch points with families and service members. I am so incredibly proud of our team and how they stepped up to serve those who needed us most. After a brief office closure to ensure the health and safety of both our staff and our program participants, we quickly reinstated our food and diaper distribution. We changed what used to be a walk-through social event to a socially distanced drive-through event on the fourth Friday of every month. Throughout the year, we served 88,375 pounds of food to 11,141 individuals in need. We also distributed books, diapers, masks, toys, commissary cards, and toiletries throughout the year. In addition, Base Command came to us and specifically asked us to reopen our Fisher Children's Center as soon as possible because there were many essential active duty families who could not find quality childcare. With reduced ratios and enhanced safety protocols, we once again began offering full-day affordable childcare. We not only expanded our hours of operation and reduced our cost, we also opened a school-age classroom to support students navigating their virtual school schedules. Here to talk about the Fisher Children's Center is Gianna Harrigan.
So the Fisher Center for our family has meant so much. With COVID hitting and my husband was deployed for all of last year, it just hit our family really hard, and my son Tristan was struggling with all of his programs ending. And we got him involved in this program, and ever since it's meant so much to our family. Our family is stronger than ever. Tristan feels supported and loved with all of the staff here, and to our family it's just brought us back together and given us hope during a really hard time. So we thank the Fisher Center for everything that they've done and for everyone that's involved in this program.
Thank you, Gianna. Knowing the importance of summer camps and the impact they provide, our teachers quickly adapted to the changing COVID-19 landscape and transitioned all of our summer camp to virtual and socially distanced events, promoting connection and enrichment among military families all summer long. In the fall, those same teachers continued to transition to virtual programming with their Operation Little Learners. Each month, parents participate in a drive-through curriculum pickup and meet with their teachers twice a week on Zoom. We even started a coffee hour with parents to support mental and emotional health challenges they were experiencing. 1,500 parents and children participated in these engaging and meaningful classes throughout the year. At our School of Infantry Recreation Center, we reopened in June with enhanced safety and cleaning protocols. Open only on the weekends, it provided a space for Marines to relax, recharge, and reconnect. These Marines were unable to travel or see loved ones during the holidays, so we expanded our days of operation, provided food, fun, and games through the Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's holidays. Last year, we also launched the Bob Mandich Scholarship Fund. 5 high school seniors received an incredible 4-year, $30,000 scholarship to attend a 4-year university. 5 additional military spouses received 1-year scholarships as well. The generosity of Mr. Mandich knows no bounds, and we were so grateful to facilitate this incredible scholarship program. Here to talk about the impact of this program is Austin Alanis.
Hello, my name is Austin Alanis, a freshman at the College of William & Mary and a proud recipient of the Bob Mandich Scholarship Fund. I am so grateful for this scholarship opportunity because it has allowed me to attend one of the most prestigious colleges in America. It has also allowed me to focus on my academics without worrying about my finances. Thank you so much to Mr. Bob Mandich, the Scholarship Fund, and the Camp Pendleton YMCA. Stay safe.
Thank you so much, Austin. There was no way the staff was going to let the holidays pass without supporting our families, adapting our past holiday programs, and with the help of our amazing community of volunteers and donors, we served 2,100 individuals with toys, bikes, holiday meals, and commissary gift cards. Not to leave out our single Marines, we also stuffed and delivered over 600 stockings filled with holiday goodies. To say the least, 2020 kept us on our toes. We couldn't have accomplished any of this without the support from our donors and volunteers. Today, we want to extend our heartfelt gratitude for sticking by our side. So thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your dedication. And thank you for your financial support. Because without all of you, we would not be able to provide the programs and services to over 32,000 Marine sailors and their families.
So many of our donors either continued, increased, or reinvested their financial partnerships with the ASY last year. We are incredibly grateful to have them by our side. And I'd like to take a moment and highlight a few of these donors. First, we'd like to introduce Sharon Goodson, Vice President of Philanthropy and Organizational Development for the Leech Tag Foundation and one of the decision makers of the North County COVID-19 Relief Fund. She truly understands the sacrifices that our service members make, as well as the unique challenges that their families encounter. She, along with the North County COVID-19 Relief Fund, provided direct support to the ASYMCA that allowed us to provide new child care opportunities and address the increased need for basic necessities. Here to talk about her involvement is Sharon Goodson.
Hi, I'm Sharon Goodson from the Leech Tag Foundation. Together with the Rancho Santa Fe Foundation and Coastal Community Foundation, we formed the North County COVID-19 Response Fund. The purpose of this fund is to assist vulnerable community members in our area. We are very happy to have the Armed Services YMCA at Camp Pendleton as a recipient of our funds. The YMCA does a fantastic job at Camp Pendleton. They know their community so well, their leadership, their financials, their programs are all top-notch. Thank you so much for the opportunity to work with you. It really is an honor.
Thank you, Sharon. Next, we'd like to highlight a financial partner of ours that has supported our organization through thick and thin. Here to represent Geico Military is Jenny De La Serna. We are grateful for the partnership that has developed over the past few years. Jenny is a constant presence at all of our events, always first to jump in and support our military families.
I'm currently the Regional Military Marketing Liaison, in which I support and promote Geico Military within the military community for the entire state of California. Over the past several years, I've had the pleasure of seeing many families filled with joy and happiness during the holidays, deployments, and even the monthly food distributions. I've seen the Armed Services YMCA make Christmas wishes come true for many children who may not have had it if it wasn't for their organization. We at Geico Military have been supporting the Armed Services YMCA for many decades now, and we see the impact it makes on our military community in a positive and uplifting way, which makes us happy to support and donate year after year. This past year was extremely hard on all of us, including the military community, with the current world pandemic at hand. Being able to be part of all the phenomenal programs this organization has to offer felt extremely inspiring. I'm grateful to assist throughout the good times and bad.
Thank you, Jenny and Geico Military. At this time, our current ASYMCA Board Chair, Steve Brown, would like to say a few words.
Okay. Thank you, Todd. It would be an understatement to say that 2020 was a year like no other. With the pullbacks in the economy, tremendous job loss, and the fear of contracting the COVID virus, everyone was forced to adapt to a lifestyle we had never seen before. This certainly impacted military families, as many saw their second incomes evaporate with the job losses. That, coupled with school and daycare closures, added additional stress and financial hardship for our Marines and sailors. Not surprising, the staff at the Camp Pendleton ASYMCA stepped up to help. And even though many activities for the families had to be canceled, the team was able to hold monthly food distribution events, virtual camp and preschool opportunities, provided gifts over the holidays, and resumed Fisher Children's Center child care services. For those needing extra help, commissary gift cards were available. It's an honor and a pleasure to be associated with this fine group of people. It's one thing to have financial support, but the programs and services that the ASY offers could not happen without the support of our board, many of whom stepped up in an unbelievable way this year. I want to take a few moments to honor a very special board member who has served this organization for the past 2 decades. The Honorable Judge John Ryan has been an ASYMCA board member for 15 years and is no stranger to military service. Judge Ryan graduated from the U.S. Naval Academy in 1963 and served in the Navy as a fighter pilot from 1963 to 1969. In 1984, his family moved to San Diego, where he practiced securities and corporate law with a San Diego firm. In 1986, he was selected as a U.S. federal bankruptcy judge and reappointed in 2000 until he retired. In 2005, he became an ASYMCA board member. He has been a member on multiple board committees to include finance, board development, golf, and was our board chair from 2008 to 2011. He's also responsible for raising over $300,000 for us during the time on the board. He even began our partnership with Orange County Bankruptcy Forum and has helped bring thousands of bikes to military children over the years. Here today to say a few words, the Honorable Judge John Ryan.
Well, welcome to all of you who may be listening and seeing this presentation. It's been an absolute pleasure for me during the past 15 years to serve on the Armed Services YMCA at Camp Pendleton. I can't tell you the number of various affairs that I've participated with members like Steve here in trying to bring to the attention of the public and you who are obviously interested in the Armed Services YMCA, the very values that it serves. The fact that it has various services for our young kids and military families is what really served to cause me to want to be part of the Armed Services YMCA. It was a pleasure to serve on the Finance Committee and on the committee that served to bring various board members to the Armed Services YMCA. And in total, it was an absolute pleasure to be part of the Armed Services YMCA. And although the COVID presented a very difficult situation for us, it was actually my final year serving on the board. It reminds me of how important the Armed Services YMCA is to the military families, and from that standpoint, I leave feeling very good about the service that I was able to present to the Armed Services YMCA. Steve, I'll miss the Armed Services YMCA, but I know it's in good hands to serve with you.
Well, thank you so much, Judge Ryan. Now back to you, Todd.
Thank you, Steve. It's time to highlight our civilian and active duty volunteers of the year that went above and beyond in service. Our volunteer of the year is Vanessa Taylor. Vanessa began volunteering with us in 2019. She is a military spouse to Major Aaron Taylor with 1st Marine Raider Battalion. She has 3 kids and enjoys being a stay-at-home mother. She has been an incredible addition to the ASY team. Completely volunteering her time, she manages our volunteer program and runs Operation Kid Comfort. Congratulations, Vanessa.
Hello, my name is Vanessa Taylor, and I have been a volunteer for the YMCA Camp Pendleton since 2019. It is an honor to be recognized as the Volunteer of the Year. This organization has allowed me to work with good-hearted people in our community who has similar purpose of helping and giving joy to our military families. It also helps me utilize my skills in a productive and meaningful ways. I want to share this award with my fellow volunteers and staff members who have trusted and empowered me to perform my duties as a volunteer coordinator. I could have not done it without their support. Thank you.
We'd also like to recognize our Military Volunteer of the Year, Corporal David Carino Ochoa. He has been instrumental in securing volunteers for our monthly food distribution as well as our SOI Rec Center. He alone has volunteered close to 45 hours this past year and coordinated volunteers from 1st Supply Battalion who have volunteered a total of 550 hours.
Hi, this is Corporal Cho with Supply Battalion. I was overwhelmed with joy to hear that I've been chosen as the Active Duty Volunteer of the Year. I am grateful for the opportunities that the YMCA and its staff member has given me. Being able to help the YMCA, Camp Pendleton, and this military community in times of need like the COVID-19 pandemic is what motivates me to volunteer. I am happy to provide support and help recruit my fellow Marines to volunteer for the Y. We are always ready to help. The YMCA is a perfect organization to volunteer because they provide support and strain our military families, especially to the families whose active duty service members are away from home. Thank you.
Our next award, Employee of the Year, will be presented by Samantha.
Thank you, Todd. Our Employee of the Year this year has been part of our team for the last 3 years, and during that time, she has proven to be a true team member. She never hesitates to lend a hand. She has exceeded her yearly fundraising goals every year, and her love of writing shows in all that she does. She is our fund development team, and for that, we are incredibly grateful. I'm extremely proud to announce our Employee of the Year, Miss Audrey Rogal.
Thank you so much for this award. It truly means a lot, especially since 2020 was in many aspects a very uncertain year in fundraising. We've had so many supporters and donors step up and contribute to our organization. It was truly an honor to help our ASY team utilize those resources to better help military families here on base. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Before we officially wrap up this celebration, we wanted to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for watching our video. Whether you volunteered your time, your talents, or your treasure, the reality is that none of the work highlighted could be accomplished without the support of all of you. We are here because we believe that a strong military community can only be achieved when we invest in our kids, our health, and our neighbors. On behalf of the Marines, sailors, and their families that were served this last year, thank you.